Ready? Start. On November 23 this year, the premier medical institute in the country, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, within bracket AIMS, was crippled by a major cyber attack. Most of its servers stopped working as also the e-hospital network managed by the National Informatics Center within bracket NIC. All functions including the emergency, outpatient, inpatient and laboratory wings had to be shifted to manual management. This has continued for more than a week as the huge number of servers across the institute were being sanitized and restored after the identification of the impacted servers. While a case of extortion cyber terrorism was registered by the Intelligence Fusion and Strategic Operations within bracket IFSO unit of the Delhi Police on November 25. It denied that AIMS had reported to them a demand for rupees 200 crores in cryptocurrency as typically witnessed with a ransomware attack. So, it becomes more critical to understand the motive behind the attack and do a review of cybersecurity preparedness across organizations and systems. Cyber attacks on medical institutes are getting common and the pandemic was a turning point as hackers and criminal syndicates realized the dependence of these institutes on digital systems. In such a situation, both the aspects of security and privacy surface. This is why most countries define the health and medical sector as critical information infrastructure. In India, while health is not specified directly as a CI, an organization like AIMS New Delhi could be counted as a strategic and public enterprise as it deals with crores of patients, including the top leadership of the country, and treats around 38 lakhs people every year. It also handles and stores very sensitive medical research data. So it is a natural target for cyber attackers and ransom seekers. The point that arises is whether the thousands of servers and devices that connected to the system were handled with the highest cybersecurity standards and whether solutions and disaster recovery plans were in place. Also, did the audits of cyber networks that are mandated by CERT in show that everything was in order? Did AIMS follow a cyber hygiene ecosystem similar to what it would want its patients to follow in the real world? Typically, such forms of attacks to keep networks from functioning after encrypting data are carried out by ransomware seeking entries, and organizations are sent demands which are often negotiated and paid without informing law enforcement. In this case, both AIMS and NIC have brought this outage to the public domain, reporting it on the first day. Since then, along with Delhi police, multiple agencies are trying to investigate and identify the perpetrators and at the same time recovery and restoration efforts of the networks are on. The Delhi Police use of the provisions of Section 66 within bracket F of the Information Technology Amendment Act 2008 identifying this incident as a case of cyber terrorism is significant and indicates a much larger ambit than a typical ransomware case, as cyber attacks on CIs have national security connotations also. One cannot lose sight of the fact that AIMS servers had the critical health data of several individuals at the helm of the country's government, and the attack might have had a much larger motive than just garnering ransom. While this incident is another wake-up call for organizations across sectors to shore up cybersecurity measures, it is also important to push and announce the national cybersecurity strategy that the Prime Minister mentioned a couple of years back. That strategy will be guiding document to motivate and monitor the preparedness of cyber readiness of institutes and also enhance capacity on many fronts including forensics, accurate attribution and corporation. Significant budgets have to be allocated by various ministries to ensure that cybersecurity measures don't remain the last priority. Likewise, the capacity enhancement for the National Critical Information Infrastructure Center within bracket NCIIPC and CERT in has to be undertaken to address the emerging sophisticated nature of threats and attacks, and sectoral CERTs have to be set up for many areas including health. At the same time, international cooperation on countering cyber attacks has to gain more teeth beyond the group of governmental experts within bracket GGE meetings and the US-led counters ransomware initiative within bracket CRI of 37 countries and the European Union. Stop.